So, hello all, and welcome to my day two. Day two of posting everything on YouTube and also posting the raw wins, raw failures, results on YouTube. And I feel that there's been going a lot. Like it always goes a lot in your daily work when you try to build something new, build something from scratch, and building something from scratch takes a lot of research. So let's focus on research, okay? And what I do for researching and what the strategies that I focus on while I do researching for a niche, for a market. And basically all you need is your ICP, is your ideal client profile, right? So while building this agency, NM Luxora, I I and my partner Meher, we both decided that we need to first of all get skills, and skills can be can be like they can be learned from various visual courses or books. And we are a reading person, so we preferred books. So I'm not marketing here, but for the purpose of research work, we started reading more and more books on how to find the ICP, how to find the proper market, and what your ideal client looks like, what all you need to have in your offer that is irresistible. Okay, so while doing research, first of all, make your mind very clear, because in the beginning, no one knows what you're gonna end up with. What is your the ideal client, okay? And no one knows everything, okay? So don't stress out so much on your brain, but first of all, have knowledge, okay? And knowledge, I mean, in terms of business knowledge, is also very essential, because there are numerous books, there are self-help books, and there are pure business books. And when we are starting with an agency, what you need is pure business books. And I would not like to even advertise anyone over here, but I personally prefer, we personally prefer Alex Hermosi's million models, 100 million model offer, 100 million leads, lead nurture, the acquisition system, the all the books that they have in the acquisition system. And if you want, I can comment it down in the bio, in the comments. So basically, when we started with this agency back few months ago, i and I and Meher focused on learning everything, researching around everything. So our topic is basically for this day two that we need to research everything. And for that purpose, we preferred books. Okay, we got them here. Secondly, while reading a book, there's a pro tip. On Spotify, have the audiobook. It's for free. Alex Hermosi's or any author you personally prefer of, and have that in your audio. And while listening to that audio, you need to read, okay? And while reading, you can highlight. We are very pen paper person, so I like to highlight, I like to make notes, I like to track everything, okay? So tracking and making notes is most important. So while learning these knowledge, what I want you to do is make your proper book, okay? A booklet, a book of all the research you have done, so that you, when you have your day 3, whatever you learn from day 2, you can keep yourself backed up with that, okay? Because we know human memory, and some of us are gifted, but most of us need to write everything down and I prefer that. I prefer to write everything down. It's not that I am not gifted, but I need to like remember a lot of stuff in my mind, so I don't just stress it out. I'll write it everything, and what I want you to is also have that booklet with you. While doing all the research work, you need to write everything. And in the beginning, it might take weeks, it might take months for you to research and research and research on that irresistible offer, on that irresistible ICP and the market that you're into. And it's perfectly alright. Because the more and more time you're giving into your business right now in researching, the more and more time you are saving in the years later when there will be the time to scale it. So that is the most important tip that I would like to stress on, that whatever failures, whatever setbacks you're getting in the beginning, these are very essential because now you have nothing to lose. When you are scaling your business, you're having the next step and you're making these mistakes, which are like a baby mistake. It's not supposed to be made in the step 2. That's when you will feel lost. Okay, so it's better to make mistake right now. Do your research. Like, doing research is very essential. You cannot go to step 2 without doing the step 1. And trust me, every day to-do list is a must. And in the to-do list, in the beginning days of your business, there should be researching. And researching is an endless process. I know that. Okay, we all know that researching is an endless process, but what I want is that the researching in the beginning is a completely different thing, because we don't know anything about business right now. We don't know where we're gonna end up in few months, but we know is that we are doing this. Okay, you need to know that you're doing either a drop shipping, you're doing digital products, or you're doing like copywriting, you're doing like agency, you're doing social media marketing, in marketing and advertising your domain. You need to know the technicalities of your domain. And to know the technicalities, to know how the market works, the more and more you learn from the pros of your domain is very important. So pick the top performing people of your domain, okay, and learn from them as much as you can, because it's like you're getting a ray of hope in the darkness. Because beginning days of working in scratch is just like all the darkness you have, you don't know where you're going. But these books, these courses by the pro of your market will be that ray of hope, will be that dots, okay, the dots in your path that will, you know, have that impact in your beginning days, and it did for us as well. So this is all about, this is just a snippet about the researching. We will be continuing about this. I will be giving you more and more strategies, but today's number one strategy is that find your courses, make a playlist of all the courses, even if it's like YouTube, it's good. Okay, and later, little by little, you will find in-depth courses, more and more courses about your domain. Okay, and you will definitely find it because you are continuously trying to upgrade. Okay, what we are focusing on. So try to make, first of all, a booklet, like a syllabus, what we call, what the like what all universities have. So we also need to build our own syllabus. We also need to find all those courses that will work for us, that will give best results. So for the researching purposes, I am a reading person, so I read a lot of books. Okay, and those books are, trust me, really beneficial. So if you're like a reading person, or if you're not also a reading person, put that book in an AI. Like, you can upload a book in an AI, find a summary of that book, and use that summary. because I know our attention span is very less, and all those things. Try to increase that, obviously. So have that summary, those summaries, those books, those courses, whatever works best for you, best for your learning style. Okay, so start with that. And we also started with that, like, these are also our initial days. We are also learning in each and every step, learning from like various tutorials, learning from various tutors, even if it's like paid, unpaid. As and when you're trying to monetize your skills, you'll be paid for it, right? Then you can take paid courses as well. Because but all I want you to do is now take efforts in researching. So with this, there's like a lot of happening in my in my journey in this business. So without further ado, let's like I also wanted to share, like, it's okay that you're not getting results in the initial days, and we are not focusing on results in the initial days. We are just focusing on our ticks on the to-do lists. Okay, your to-do list must be up to rated. Okay, there should be all the ticks in that to-do list. And you should only focus on more and more knowledge, more and more market knowledge of your business domain in your initial scratch days. Maybe it would be like from weeks to months. But you're not just, while going from shifting from weeks to months, you're not just reading, you're not just making notes, you're also implementing those. But in these initial weeks, it's important that you make your booklet that will be like a supreme guide for your future as well. Okay, so yeah, if you have like any comments, like what should I prefer for, or you need any links to the research books, to the books I prefer or read, do comment. And I really in our first video, you guys gave a lot of nice wishes to us, and it's like both ways. I wish you too. And for the people, for the guys who are onto their new business, who are doing the new business like we are in this journey, kudos, best of luck, never give up. And join the Discord community, of course. Join the Discord community. There you will get all the links of the books. Okay, for free, of course. So join the Discord community. I'll paste the link of the Discord community in the description below. And whatever you want, you can do comment. So we just want your consistency with us in this journey. It's very, very, very important. And it's it's okay for now, right? So bye bye. Do your research.